Okay, so in this video I want to go over an example of how we can use the diagram. We can use the information that we learned about transversals and line segments being, corresponding line segments being proportional to solve a problem. Okay, so let's say we have this beam structure and we've got these beams. Let's say it's a wall, right? Maybe we're trying to do a wall. We're trying to frame a wall. And so let's say we've got the base beams, we've got the vertical beams, and the vertical beams are parallel, okay? And these are the measurements. So we've got the distance between the vertical beams listed here, okay? And we know this distance from here to here, okay? So we want to use what we learned about transversals and about corresponding line segments to solve for x, right? So we want to find this distance. Okay, well, because we've got two transversals that are intersecting three parallel lines, right? Okay, so in other words, we know that these are parallel. Let me do this. Right, so if you want to depict that they're parallel, okay, so now what do? Well, what are the corresponding line segments? Well, this line segment corresponds to this one. They're between the same two parallel lines. So this and these two line segments are corresponding, and these two are corresponding. So let's set up from the theorem. We have corresponding line segments the ratios of corresponding line segments are equal. So we're going to take the ratio of these two. So we're going to take 6.50 divided by 5.65. And that has to be equal to x over 7.75. So now that we got it set up, now we can just solve for x, right? So all we have to do is just multiply both sides by 7.75. Right? And then just grab your calculator and solve for x. And so if you do that, what do you get? You get x equals, what did I get? 8.92 feet, okay, rounded, of course, okay? And that's it. So that's an example of how we can use the information given to us and the information that we know, given that we know that we have parallel lines with transversals. So when we know that we have a transversal with parallel lines, we get a lot of information that we can use to help solve problems. So other than that, I'll see you next time. And this wraps up this section.